Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Courtney and this is kind of like my first ever sit down video. I thought I would just kind of talk about why I moved to the UK. But yeah, I'm gonna make it kind of like a get ready with me thing, because I'm just gonna be putting some makeup on and talking about it, as opposed to just talking into the camera awkwardly for however long. Let's just jump right in. So I guess I can start with like a back when kind of a thing. When we were younger, my dad brought my brother and I here for a holiday once. It was very long ago. And anyway, so it had like all these really old buildings, and I was like so obsessed with how stunning they looked. I mean, like otherworldly to me back then. Throughout my childhood, I always felt like, it sounds so weird to say it out loud, but I always felt like this pull to come to the UK. And I don't really know why, actually. I think as I grew older, I felt that the older I got, the more I felt that I wanted to travel like as an adult. Basically, like all through high school and primary school and everything was like, ooh, London this, London that. Like if I go look back on all my cover photos on Facebook and stuff, it's all like London pictures and like cheesy shit, man. So yeah, I always wanted to come back here, and it was kind of like a fantasy, you know. Okay, so fast forward like a billion years, and I find that I'm in a relationship. I'm finishing my studies, and I always said like I'd go straight after my studies, and then like about halfway through my studies I kind of got into this relationship, and I was like, I didn't ever say like I'm not gonna go to England, but it was kind of just like took a bit of a back seat, you know what I mean? Because you know, when you get into a relationship, everything's like all exciting and you're so in love and all that stuff. And I didn't mind putting it on the back seat because I felt I'm happy in the place that I'm in, you know? No, that's not right to say that, because that implies that I wasn't happy and that's why I moved here, but that's not the case at all. In 2018, just a year out of my studies, and I was au pairing, and I felt kind of unsatisfied doing that because I felt I had more to offer. I found myself in this really weird place, in the sense that I knew that going to the UK was something that I'd always wanted to do, but it's not something that I ever got on the go. Like I never saved enough, and I was comfortable. I was too comfortable, do you know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with being too comfortable. It's just that I was starting to feel like, what am I even like offering the world, so to speak? I decided, after about a year of sitting on this like thought process of should I go to the UK, considering things like my relationship, which I had been in for a while at that point in 2018, and it was really like, oh my word, I'm already getting teary. That's bought. It was like really hard to decide, do you know what I mean? It's been so ingrained in me for such a long time, from school days and whatever else, that I would come here, that it seems like if I didn't come here, then what was even like I doing? I'd for so many years been like, no, that's where I'm gonna be, that's where I'm gonna go. I don't know what I'm gonna freaking do when I come here, but I'm gonna be here and my life will go from there. But obviously you don't consider the fact that you get in a relationship and you become in love with someone. You grow to love somebody so much, and they mean so much to you, and your family, their family, like all these things. And it's just like incredibly guilt-inducing, like leaving everyone there, you know. So I guess I came here because I needed to come here. I've always wanted to travel, and I firmly believe that if I'm working in the UK that I can travel a bit easier. It's got absolutely nothing to do with that I wanted to leave people behind and or run away from something. Like, it's really not that deep. It's something I've always needed to do for myself, and it just so happens that I had to leave somebody that I love dearly behind. It's been on my mind for a few days to speak about this, because sometimes it weighs on me a bit, you know. I'm not about to cry on YouTube, guys. I don't know how this bronze is looking, but this is... And I keep putting more on because I'm talking. But don't click out of the video yet. How I'm finding it in the UK is I'm taking public transport everywhere I go, which is weird. All the buses in the area that I'm staying in are the company is called Courtney Buses, so that's funny. So I'm really like trying to make friends with people. I'm finding it a little bit difficult though. I'm finding it a little bit difficult because I am kind of like a really awkward person, and it can be difficult for me to interact with people sometimes. Sometimes I'm just so awkward that I'm just like, I'd rather not do anything. I've met some really nice people. There's like a pub just over the road from where I'm living, which is kind of convenient, but it's quite nice to be able to just go there and like socialize with people. And I've been in like this weird funk of like not, you know, creating any content and stuff like that. It's just been so like blah. But on the horizon is a massive ASOS haul. That will be my next video. Will be next week. It'll be up. There's just one more thing I wanted to kind of talk about, but I do just feel like it's important for me to share, and that is I came here by myself. Like I said, I've gotten to know people and stuff, but all my like support systems are in South Africa, and okay, it's happening. People don't tell you how hard it is to leave the people you love behind. The thing that, I mean, people mostly come over here with their significant others, or, you know, maybe they don't have a significant other, so they come over with, I mean, a bit of a different mindset. It's been really difficult for me to adjust to being without the person that I love. I'm literally using my beauty blender to stop water running down. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you my experience. I know that it'll be okay eventually, you know, like once I get a job and I get settled in that routine of like going to work and coming home and like adulting. I think that when I do have my partner here with me, it will be a lot more fun to do like the mundane things. Do you know what I mean? I mean, that's what I want. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I think ultimately only good things can come from pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. Well, I'm hoping that that's the case. That is the end of this video. I hope that you, I don't know, enjoyed it. It was kind of emotional, but that's the reality of moving. So, well, my reality at least. So I hope that you guys stick around for my next video, subscribe, because the next one's going to be really good and juicy, and like this video, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.